Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, women, children, busty, and flat-chested. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Drago, with my fat co-host, Jeffrey Osmus.
If you have two nipples, we will suck them.
That we will. We'll suck them dry.
If you have two nipples, we will suck them. Put it on a mug, put it on a t-shirt, sell it in every gas station.
Send us a logo, a little thing. We'll post it all over.
Whoever makes that. I think my Matt Rife merch, it'll be done in like 3 months. I need new merch.
Title
if you
that.
have two nipples, we'll suck
for
them.
your fall tour. If you have two nipples, I'll suck
I don't
them.
discriminate on anything. If you only have one nipple, though, get the fuck out of my face.
There we go.
There are
Please
those freaks.
log off. Patreon members, if actually you want to subscribe to the Patreon, you gotta have two nipples. That's
there
a new
we go.
rule.
None of these cyclop titties out there.
No, damn.
I don't even know what Drago knows what a cyclops is.
Speaking of Patreon, dude, I flamed you today.
You flamed me in the Patreon?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Well, first of all, folks, what do they get in the Patreon, Drago?
$3 gets you an extra audio episode per week. $5 gets you an extra video episode per week. $10 gets you anything your heart desires.
Also free tickets. It is funny to make a joke, Drago, but that's the one time I didn't want you to riff. The one time the man needed to be serious. He couldn't do
incapable of not riffing.
Free tickets to the shows pays for itself, folks. Even if you don't like the podcast, just do it. You get free tickets to
the
our
live shows are where it's at.
We basically just give unlimited amounts, honestly, too. It says one per year due to our lawyers, but we don't really care.
But yeah,
I'll give away more.
Come on out, guys. You Venmo requested me $4 for a pizza, you psychopath.
When did I Venmo request you $4 for a pizza?
Look it up. Look at the trunk.
What? When did that happen?
September 18th, 2024.
Oh, it was a joke. Remember, it was a joke.
Huh?
We were together somewhere. Oh, we were in Fargo, and it was like a joke.
Oh.
That was when we were high walking around in Fargo, and I was like, oh, yeah. Since we're all doing the same amount of time on the show, I'm not buying you pizza.
Oh.
And I Venmo requested you.
Oh.
God, you flamed me for a little joke.
Less funny now. Oh, I forgot,
God,
dude.
you can't have fun in Trump's America anymore, folks.
Oh,
this is
man.
the type of fascism that is descending upon this great nation.
Well, to the Patreon members that are on my side, don't leave. I need you.
I didn't look at the Patreon this week, and you just posted that, and
I
were
said
trying to take me down.
In the subject line, is this acceptable? Because I was looking at something from old Venmo stuff from like September or something like that, maybe August, and I was like, oh, Jeff requested me.
It's strange you
$4.
never saw the request for money, so if I really did need money, it would just go unnoticed.
I have a feeling you'd remind me.
It would go unheeded. Yeah, I would call you. That'd be the one. If I ever call you, it's for a debt. I'll tell you that much. It's either for a debt or I need an opener quickly.
Yes.
Someone bailed at the show.
Yeah, you've called me twice in your life. Both were for money. Both were hitting me up. You got a little Italian in
Oh,
you.
sorry. We live in capitalism. You get used to it.
It's how it goes, folks.
I'm playing the game. I got big into crypto the last month.
Oh yeah, you told me that you're investing.
Yeah, I'm big. I'm on big in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they're not doing well.
You're a crypto bro.
A little bit. I think if we're gonna live under fascism, Trump's gonna help that. Crypto probably will go up eventually. Hopefully, otherwise, I'll have to move back to Minnesota.
Next couple of years.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, yeah, I think so. He kind of he loves that shit. So hopefully.
What are you buying with your crypto money once it pops?
It's just money, so I don't have to work again.
Oh,
It's money to buy relaxation. I don't need things. I just want time.
Time is
money, folks. Write that on a cup too.
The greatest gift in life is time. That's my sentence.
Shut up.
For today. It's the greatest gift in life.
You don't even believe that.
I love time.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing. Yesterday I had 6 hours to relax. I went and watched football with Simon Fraser.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Wow.
Chilling and doing nothing. Awesome.
Underrated.
I was in Cheshire, Connecticut, and Philly over the weekend.
Oh, Philly! You never go there. How's it doing there?
I mean,
Philly
I haven't
doing? You haven't been there in about
ages.
8 days.
And I was back, did Next in Line comedy. Dude, so Cheshire, Connecticut, Conway Brewing.
That's the show I did with you like a couple years ago. Yeah,
one of the great one-nighters in America.
It's great. The guy gives you all the ticket sales you make. We won't say exactly, but you make a good chunk for one show.
You make a good chunk. They pack it out, and
is that the most you've ever been paid? Probably for a show.
Probably on a one-nighter. Yes.
Wow,
for sure.
That's always a big moment.
It was a
the new high.
Big moment. I tipped my openers. So
now you know how it feels. Let's see how much did you tip them. Let's see how your generosity leaks down.
First up,
how's the trickle down economics work on your end?
I'm way ahead of the tipping game than you are. Okay,
no, I tipped you.
You were headlining. You were headlining for like 3 years before you tipped me.
That is not true.
Maybe 5 years.
No,
before you tipped me. Yeah, dude.
When I was just getting,
I couldn't get a sandwich off you for 5 years, dude.
You still can't.
It's true.
No,
I got a ham sandwich from this guy's cold dead ham.
What you got? You gave me Jahundo. What did you give him?
I gave him an extra 75 each.
Oh, couldn't even go triple digits, folks.
Oh, I'm not. It's not like that
pig.
for me yet,
It's
dude.
greedy
it's not like
bastard.
That.
This is why the proletariat will never kill the bourgeoisie.
I gave him an extra 75 each, and it was fun. It was a great dude. We did like it was me, Sky Grayson, Dan Carney. Awesome times. We did a Trader Joe's run in between, like on the way up. I mean, dude,
what an incredible detail for the listeners to know.
If you were,
we got food.
If you were normal at all, you would appreciate that.
Why
Trader Joe's is fucking awesome.
No,
I can't help
overrated.
the fact that you're like a strange guy. You know, the fact that you can't hear Trader Joe's and go, that's kind of tight.
Oh, it's just
crazy.
They have their own brand of everything that's kind of mid. What a great idea.
Bro, you're crazy.
There are some good things at Trader Joe's, but as a whole, it's a B-.
You're nuts,
It's a B-. Costco is a better chain. Aldi is a better chain. Piggly Wiggly, absolutely.
You're a retard. I have to throw the gauntlet
I don't think
down.
that was a useful use of it. I think our listeners will agree. Egregious use of it.
Listen, guys, few things get me fired up like Trader Joe's slander. That was fucked up. That was bad.
I think the prices aren't really that great.
It's dude, I got a sandwich, 2 chips, like 2 big chips, an overnight oats, the peanut butter cups for like $13.
This is what the podcast has come to, is we're telling our grocery lists for the
Anyways,
weekend.
So I'm at Cheshire, right? So I'm doing the show, right? These are the whitest of white people, okay? Whitest of whites.
Your people. They love you.
I'm crushing.
You're like the Adonis.
I'm doming them from minute 1. It's amazing.
Wow.
Going great.
Probably, of course, around minute 15, it kind of falters because you run out of material.
Gal Rocky.
Yeah. Okay.
But minute 40 comes around. Still, the place is burning down. They're having the time of their lives.
Really? I'd like to have seen this in the flesh. See what you consider burning down the house.
It was really something.
Was anyone at this show? DM me. Tell me if Alex really burned down the house.
It was
or
a
not.
fun
I believe
show.
it. I just want to.
I start getting into my classic true crime bit, and I go and I make a riff like, you know what? This, Cheshire. This is the kind of place where a true crime might happen. Hush goes over the crowd.
Oh, did a murder happen there?
Dude, not only a murder, like the murder happened.
Which
there.
murder?
I don't so they were telling me after the show, but they go, "Don't go there." Another person's like, "Boo."
What?
Another person's
They booed you when you said true crime?
A guy in the back's like, "Enough." I'm like, I'm like, "Wait, what happened?" A couple of the people that I was talking to during the show, I was like, "What was going on?" They're like, guy goes, "It was a thing 10 years ago. We don't talk about it."
What?
I go, you know what?
This is some juice. Finally.
I go, you know what? My true crime bit's fire. I'm gonna do it anyway. And they're like, what? Do the true crime bit gets nothing. full just
I
pure
respect
crickets.
the doubling down. Sometimes you have to fall on your sword. I
respect
that.
Because
But you've been burning it down for 40 minutes. You thought I'm the fucking warlord of Cheshire.
The punchline of the joke is like, "Fuck them up, kill the kids." Like, you know how I say that?
No.
Here's what happened.
So they think
Connor,
you're mocking.
can you Google Cheshire murder of 2000 of like 10 years ago or something like that?
Wow.
I want to make sure this is right, but dude, apparently, it was
you're saying you're in a brewery, 200 people, you're going, "Kill the kids, kill the kids," and the whole crowd's like, "Don't go there, man."
So the Cheshire murders.
Oh, is this the professor who got killed in his house? Or
dude,
no, this is a different one.
So these dudes, they came in, ransacked the place or whatever. They tied the family up, brutally tortured. And
killed how many? 3-4 people?
Yeah, maybe scroll down. I can't really see.
And these like teenagers did it. And I thought I was a bad kid in high school.
Yeah, so it was a home invasion.
Okay.
Unlocked door.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So the town's not that small though. It really ruined them that badly.
Kind of hard. Well, I guess it's kind of hard for me to read, but it was
and folks, that was a great admission by Alex right there. It is hard for him to read. It's not because the text of the TV is small. It's just hard in general. And I'm glad we finally got that on tape right
it's
there.
something that I've been struggling with my whole life.
I wouldn't doubt if you've been faking it that you can read. I've never actually seen the text you're supposed to be reading. I would like to see it right now. See it.
What?
Can you read these words in front of you?
Yeah. Hawk Pettit was a nurse and a co-director of the health center at Cheshire Academy, a private boarding school in Cheshire. Dude,
Okay,
my
I've had
eyesight's
enough.
not great.
How
She
can
met
you?
her
Yeah,
husband
this
in
is. You should be able to read that pretty easily. This is not. You need glasses.
Oh no!
You should be able to read that.
Really? William, the sole survivor of the home invasion. I mean, I think it's the light. I think it's the.
It's the light. Yeah,
the light.
yeah.
So,
Man, if all your problems are just because you don't have glasses,
that would
and
suck.
it just like makes you have anxiety because you don't quite know where you are. If you
No,
have 20,
dude,
30 vision the whole time.
So yeah, so this family, it looks like they got fucking. It was
like
brutal,
tortured in their house,
brutalized.
by these, like,
they got tortured,
high schoolers,
tortured and killed. It looks like, and
yes.
the next 5 minutes of my set was not good.
Did they get the death penalty, Connor? Can you look that up? It looks like there may have been some thing about wanting to kill them, but ruled that the death penalty was unconstitutional, commuted death sentences to life imprisonment. What do you think? Death penalty, Drago? You in, you out?
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 for me.
What do you mean? What does that even mean?
One for
it's
one?
A one for one? They killed 4 people.
Like eye for an eye.
Oh, but no one says 1 for 1.
You didn't take 1 for 1 and
an eye for an eye.
It's the same
not
thing.
It's not. No one has ever used those interchangeably.
It's
Connor,
1 for
am I
1.
crazy?
Are you crazy? It's 1 for 1.
I think it's tough in this situation because there's multiple deaths. So we're killing extra people now?
Connor,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it was 2
dude.
people they killed 1 for 1, I get 1 life for a life. That's a bone chilling statement, but
I still think
that's like what Genghis Khan would say. A life for a life.
When it's this brutal, you go. Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm against the death penalty, but just the way you said it is. Oh, that's wild.
You torture. I mean, look at this.
I'd have to know
pure
more about
Americana right here.
I'd have to. Yeah. Why is it Americana? What about these 4 people as Americana?
When you reach a certain level in this society, you
What
deserve
about
a
these-
little bit more.
What about these 4 Caucasian people as Americana to you?
When you reach the
That's interesting.
top
You'd say
10% of America, you get a little bit more sympathy.
Right.
And a little bit more.
from you at least. I actually have less sympathy. Honestly, they had a pretty good life. It looks like. Some people never have the joy that these people did.
I feel like when you work hard like that and you pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you create a nice life for you and your family, you deserve.
It is the most
a little more
widely
sympathy.
publicized crime in the state's history.
And
Drago just stumbles upon it.
dude, it was yeah. And it's crazy.
Hey, you guys want to think about the worst thing that's ever happened in your town? I know you
Dude.
came to a comedy club to get away, but let's bring up the brutal torture of your friends and coworkers.
It was like silent. It was fucked up.
Oh, they thought you were just a New Yorker coming into town to mock them.
No, I had no clue.
They didn't know. That's so funny. Wait, Connor, can you do a little? I can't see much about the perpetrators. Who did this? Looks like it was a guy and a girl, a woman getting involved in some crime. I think that's good.
Linda?
That's feminism right there. First convicted. Oh, Linda was Linda was 50 years old when she did this. What?
Whoa.
What the hell are you doing, Linda? You're a 50-year-old woman. They stop having their period. They stay crazy. That's what I've always said. Oh, in an interview, she stated that she was transgender.
Oh, no.
She had been diagnosed with a gender identity disorder at 16.
I mean.
Wow. And if this is not what my father has been looking for, this is the smoking gun of the trans
That's all the
movement.
evidence I need.
Wow. There we go. Oh, this guy and the other guy, long Polish name, never good.
Yeah.
Any Eastern European name over 10 letters is evil.
Yeah.
I always assume they've got a little pedophilia in
And
them.
you imagine he's not hot.
There's a sexual assault.
Yeah, it looks like he may have sexually assaulted his sister. Ooh, he had to fuck another Polish person.
Yikes.
Wow.
Hate to see
Not
it.
a race I'd like to waste that mortal sin on.
Yeah. This is some bad noses.
He's convicted of 12 counts of burglary. Okay, he's a calculated, cold-blooded predator.
Yeah.
That's what they used to say about Alex in high school before he tore his shoulder. That looks like they were like career criminals who killed them. Damn.
Yeah.
It was a burglary gone wrong. Wow.
Burglary gone wrong. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it looks like they were trying to burgle them, and then like they didn't know everyone was home, and then they killed them. Is what I've gathered from this.
Why the torture though?
I mean, they're just sick people, and when anyone's given power, they usually use it for evil.
Mm.
Unfortunately, what do you? So death penalty, Drago. You do think if you kill someone,
In that way, you tie someone up, you chop their dinky off. Or
so there's a
whatever.
respectable way to kill.
I would. I don't think lethal injection's respectable.
What?
It seems like lethal injection. There's still like a lot of.
Oh, you're talking about the killing the criminal. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's the humane way to do it then?
To kill the criminals?
I thought lethal injection is the best one we have.
I think apparently the research says, man, that they feel it.
But what's the other? What's your option then?
I
Put them under a bunch of bunnies and suffocate them, or what are we talking here?
It seems like firing squad is not that terrible, if you ask me.
I agree. I'm pro firing squad.
Because if you want, here's the thing, man. If you're a prisoner and they're like, "How do you want to go out?" I'd be like, I'd probably go firing.
Or just
squad.
make them watch Alex try to do 90 minutes. They'd probably kill themselves.
Yeah, or just give yourself a gun. Watch me.
Yeah,
You have to watch me do stand up.
I think that's what you put him in a room with a gun with one bullet. That's what you do.
And just however
And
long
said,
you last.
Yeah. Just what are you gonna do?
You get no food, no
You don't
water.
get food, any water. Yeah. Oh my God, people would watch that. You could stream that, and that would go. Everyone on Earth would watch that.
I can't believe this is how you want people to go out.
I'm just
strange.
saying, if we're gonna do it, let's make some money on a little pay-per-view.
You're
They
right.
can use that to fund the
The
jails.
death penalty should be on Netflix.
The death penalty should be on Netflix. If we're gonna do it, it's capitalism. We got to make money off of it somehow.
Yeah.
Stream it live. Everyone on Earth will watch it. We could have no potholes anymore. We could pay
Yeah.
for potholes with little death viewings.
All the ads are just big.
They used to
big
watch
pharma
them in
companies.
when they hung them. They used to come out.
Yeah.
They used to be like a rock and roll concert.
How would you? Do you think guillotine's more humane?
I'm not against. I like the guillotine. Great word too. Yeah.
I like guillotine. I just think it's. I also think there's.
I want to be running in a field though, and they gun me down.
No.
Like I have there's like a 1% chance I make it. I think you get like a 100-meter head start, and maybe they're off that day and they miss you right away.
But what if they clip you in the shoulder first, and then
I'm
it's
just
like,
and he's like, he's moving the same speed still.
but it's like, because that's a slower way to die. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like.
at least you get to die among the flowers. Lay
amongst
me by the
the
flowers.
plains.
Put dead flowers on my grave.
Oh man! But then they got to go out there, run out, and pick you up and shit.
Yeah.
It's not like a dog can go grab you.
I can't make it. I didn't mean to kill that man.
Yeah, I would. I think I don't know what the most humane way to go out is. I would just I would probably take firing squad if I had to go out. They put it over your head. You don't know when the bullet's coming. By the way, get me in the dome. By the way, don't go to my chest.
No, they always shoot for the heart.
Why?
That's because the head's too small. You don't know what could happen. Yeah, it's harder to hit.
How about both?
Okay, we could do that. And here's the thing: I want it to be me. I want to. If you get executed, I want it to be.
Well,
You should
then-
get
well,
a pick who shoots you.
Well, then
too.
there's a whole like line of bullets going around.
Well, they
because
always
you're
do
just
7
missing.
people, and only one of them gets a real bullet.
Really?
They do. Everyone else gets blanks, and then only one, and they don't know who has which rifle.
Oh, really?
So they don't feel like guilt about shooting them.
Mm,
So then they don't, because otherwise they wonder. So it lessens the guilt. Yeah.
that'll fuck you up.
Yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't fuck you up, but many others would be racked by
I'd be
conscience.
great at being a firing squad guy.
I know. I think you would. I don't think you'd shed a tear as the guillotine operator.
No,
You'd be like, oh, shorter lines at Panera, shorter line at Sweet Green.
dude, Panera
few less
stinks.
people.
Sweet Green's amazing. Trader Joe's amazing.
A shorter line at Trader Joe's. That's what I was thinking.
I
of.
can't believe that you try to shit on guys.
It's
Patreon members,
mid.
anyone, can you comment on how good Trader Joe's is and how wrong Geoff is
It's
here?
just like corporate. It's like a hipster faking they're not corporate, but it's still the same shit.
You're insane.
They've like somehow
dude.
convinced you it's different than Target brand stuff.
Yeah, dude.
It's no better than Target brand food.
What was the guy's name? That it was just
He
the
just brushes over my great point.
it was
correct.
it was the executioner, right? That's what it was.
What?
That was the name of the guy that would do the.
Oh, you're
guillotine?
asking for the word. Okay.
Right.
Learned a new word, Elmo.
Well,
There
I
we
didn't
go.
learn. I knew the fucking word.
Well, but you had to ask, what does executioner mean?
Connor, it's executioner, right?
Yes, the hangman.
Like
You could
if
be the
it was
hangman.
medieval times, like you'd be a cobbler, I'd be an executioner.
Okay, yeah. So I'm better than you?
No,
Great.
I'm better than you.
You're like the evil loser who keeps the
No.
people down. You're a fucking
but I
class
get
traitor.
Yeah, but
just
I'm like,
a cop.
no, but I'm like a fun drunk at the bar to drink away like my
You're like,
sorrows.
yeah, one got his head, Nick's head didn't even come off.
Yes.
Took me 2 whacks of the axe.
It's hard for me to internalize all this killing that I do, so I'm just a fun.
You're a
drunk at the
drunk
bar.
and a womanizer.
Yes.
You have a wife at home, but she knows you've been with other women.
in this
Because that's just the rock star life of the gallows man.
in the society that we live in. It's very cool that I kill people. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
medieval times.
They fear you and they want to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Sorry, you just make shoes.
Everyone uses shoes. It's called being useful. You
Talk to
always...
me about Florida, you pig. You
Oh,
pasty pig.
Florida. It wasn't warm at all. It was like they were experiencing the coldest stretch in Florida history.
Oh,
It snowed 9 inches in Pensacola.
yikes.
It didn't snow where we were, but it was like on the border of where it snowed.
Mhm.
Florida sucks. I'll say it. The shows were fun. Enjoyed the people.
Good
Would
people?
never want to live there. Could never live in Florida.
Yeah,
Gainesville, fun college town. Actually, I would have liked to go to college there. It's a cool town.
that would have been.
Did you
sick.
play there?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I wanted to play.
Gaines-
I wanted to play for Billy Donovan.
I thought
but
it was gonna be trash, but they actually had a cute downtown, like 4 or 5 blocks of pretty nice restaurants and bars and shit. That was
Really?
fun. Yeah, Tampa, good city, but again, it's Florida. Would
Mm.
never live there. Miami, worst city in America.
Damn, you did all those shows there.
I did a show. This is. I want you guys to know how hard I work. Wednesday I did a corporate show in Miami for like this logistics company. I told you.
okay.
I won't say the name, but yeah, it was a logistics company.
John opened that too.
No, that was a different guy. A local guy, Will Renoir, very funny guy from Miami.
There we go.
We had a blast. We like performed for like 80 people in this fancy speakeasy. Made a lot of money. Yeah,
Sick.
it was good. That was sick. But Miami sucks. It's all mega Cubans. Does that make what do you know about that? Why is that Cubans
so my
are
boy,
right wing?
my best
Wanna
friend
know what you
growing
think
up,
about
Danny
this.
Aguilera, his pops is his dad is a doctor. They're Cubans, and I'm pretty sure Danny's dad. I'm pretty sure that they're Republicans. I think Danny's folks, they came over. From my understanding, it's
I am interested to see what has come through the telephone game here.
the Cubans that like were able to make it over here. They hated, who's the guy over there?
Oh my God! It
Is it
falls apart immediately.
Castro.
Yes, you have a joke about him.
Yeah, it's Castro.
You have a joke about him you've told probably 500 times.
I just
One of the core jokes of your act, many would argue.
honestly,
The Fidel cat. It's
it
a
kinda
good joke.
It kind of slips in towards the end now. It's
It's a good joke.
I have new heat,
And you forgot
unfortunately.
who the ruler of Cuba was. Don't you say in the joke, the ruler of Cuba, Fidel Castro?
Oh yeah, I do say Cuba at the end there. But so a lot of the Cubans that left actually had a lot of money.
Wow. Okay, yeah, you
they're
know
the
that,
ones. So
yeah.
they're the ones that don't like.
That's why
Fidel.
Cubans are also so white, too.
Mhm.
I always wonder why they're so white, because the white Europeans were at the top of Cuban society.
Yeah.
Cuba's actually fairly black country, actually.
I
A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know about the bees, but
Well, it's like Afro-Cuban. Yeah, it's like its own thing.
But yeah, so that's
but,
why there's a lot of Cubans.
The Cubans
here.
are largely the rich landowners who the communists rightfully hunted down. I don't think that they did bad. The communists did do bad things, but that's kind of why they're Republican. They're rich
Yes.
generally.
Yeah,
There were certainly people who got hurt. Though,
It was
that
a
were poor.
classic. A lot of the upper class left, right?
Yes, because they couldn't own slaves anymore.
See, why don't I
Kind
get
of.
kudos for being
That
right?
was actually
Which
good.
I am like pretty much most episodes. I say some. I'll be right on stuff, and Joe goes, "Oh, you're right." About
Oh,
something."
you need positive reinforcement? Oh, you
Yeah.
want Jeff to tell you you're smart?
Yeah, because I kind of am sometimes.
Oh, you're so smart.
Interesting.
You had a best friend and you learned from him.
Yeah, dude. Danny rocks.
This is good. That's good. That's a good
he's
example.
a great man. Oh,
Really?
also, I want to say
Good.
this because your Florida story stunk so far.
I don't really have a big story I can think of.
So here's what happened to me in Philly. Check this
Okay.
out. Next in line, Philly. So I do the don't tell. Obviously, smash that. I do the first next in line. That goes, You know so here's the thing. That went.
I love honesty.
That
Good.
went well. It actually went it was probably a B.
Sure.
If under most circumstances, I would have gone off stage and been like, I did pretty well. That crowd was kind of tough, but we got through it. That was.
But I forgot to mention a local murder that would alienate the crowd.
Yes. Solid
Yes.
headlining set. Here's what happened.
You said "fuck the Eagles" right at the end.
Nope.
I can imagine.
A
That's what you
guy
did.
from high school came to the show unbeknownst to me.
Okay. Why is that bad?
And I found out like right before I was gonna go on stage.
Oh, and you got a little nervous.
He's all I thought about. He's all I thought
Clip
about.
that. Clip that. He's all I thought about.
He's all I thought
Couldn't
about.
even concentrate up there. I had
It's
visions
just-
of a man
it's just
from my past.
The whole set, like, so when it's going great, you're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, this is going great. But then when you're dipping, you're like, what's Adam thinking? Does he think I suck?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't. That doesn't happen to me. I don't. I think this is a.
I was talking
maybe
to
a
other
little
comics
mental
after the
break.
show. They felt the same.
Is it someone you were close to in college?
Not really.
Then I wouldn't care.
High school, no.
Or high school. I mean,
And it was
yeah.
just like, yeah, it just got in my head.
That probably shouldn't bother you that much if you weren't close to him. If it was a high school
no.
friend, then I would actually care.
Here's the dude, like when I did Chicago theater,
How far away from this guy were you in high school?
he went to another school. But I knew him.
As far as possible.
But I knew him
But so you knew he existed
through basketball. Like, yeah, we played against
So
each other.
you
We knew each
you
other.
hadn't talked to this man in 15 years.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I
But
wouldn't be
it's
nervous
just
at
the
all.
thing, dude, I've talked to-
Unless, of course,
Dude,
I had
this is-
romantic feelings for this person, then it would
This is
increase
not.
my nerves.
This is not uncommon.
It would be
for-
weird. Yeah, it would
when
be.
someone you know is in
interesting.
the audience, you're thinking about.
But no, I'm not really.
Well,
Not if they're that far removed from me. I
a
think
lot
there might
of
have been
a lot of
little
comics
bit of-
would a lot of comics would agree on
good-looking
me on
guy.
this. I think you're in a smaller.
What's the guy look like?
Much smaller percentage.
Huh.
He's a Jew. He's handsome
Oh,
for a Jew. So that's
handsome for a Jew. Is that's the phrase you want to stick with there?
I'm gonna.
Are you willing to
I'm
change
gonna lock that one up and throw
You're
away the
locking
key.
that one up. Okay, handsome for a Jew. Wow,
And
put
he-
that on a cup.
and
That could be good merch. That would sell like wildfire in Williamsburg and Manhattan. That'd
So-
be great.
And he,
Flatbush,
but he's
they'd
a
love
good guy.
that.
But it's like you want the people. And again, I can't fucking talk to you about this because like you're just gonna be a contrarian. But it's like you want the people
the
that
entire point and intention of the pod.
You want-
How dare I?
you want the people that come to the show
I should just
that,
agree
that
with them.
know
the whole
you to fucking if you don't kill then it's a bomb when someone you know is at the show. In my opinion,
I
That's how I
agree. See how boring that was? See how boring that was? I agree. Whoa, they agreed.
Whatever, Connor. Am I wrong here?
I mean, no,
Jeff needs 30-second timeout. Connor, please help me out here.
It can be a little tough because that's going to be their memory of you, if you don't kill.
Ooh, you're making it worse. Yeah. You're making me feel. Yeah, that's what I was trying to pinpoint.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it sounds like you weren't close to this guy, so then I wouldn't care. If it was one of my 15 friends in high school, then yeah. Then I would be nervous.
Yeah, but I think if
Well, you get so stuck in what people think about you.
no.
Like this is a great example, folks. This is one of the two things I wanted to talk about.
Oh, come on.
Drago posted a story about like what grocery stores you like. What was it about?
Oh.
Food courts, mall
Hot
food
take.
courts.
I'm actually fine with a mall food court. I want to put an addendum on that. I think that train station food courts and airport food courts.
Man, I thought you were about to say trans. I really thought we were about to end the pod right there.
I think trans food courts.
I think trans people aren't people, and food courts suck.
So I think food courts in airports and train stations are disgusting. I think they're truly disgusting.
Okay.
And I think, but I think a mall food court is actually okay.
You have that so backwards, it's almost tough to know where to begin. But the point wasn't that opinion. Then you used the word dystopian. First of all, very proud.
Yes.
Thought about
thank you.
Venmoing you a couple dollars for that, honestly.
Coulda used
But
it.
then you took it down because you were worried it was going to be controversial. That's the entire point of social media is to create engagement. Right?
Yeah,
You kind of gotta roll with If you can't post your food court hot take,
You gotta
I don't know if
stick-
you're gonna
you-
do well on social media.
You got to stick to your guns.
You gotta. People are gonna. You know how many times I got called a fag for saying I didn't like Miami last week?
Yeah.
I got 100 guys being like, "You fucking cuck bitch," because
Yeah.
I didn't like the city of Miami.
Yeah.
But it was one of my most viewed stories for the last 6 months.
My most
So-
engagement the past 2 months has been shitting on Serbians. It's been getting me followers.
Oh,
and
it's almost like you should lean into it. It's
Yeah, and
almost
it's
like
like you
that's
gotta-
the way to grow.
you gotta
Huh.
you gotta stick to your guns.
You
folks.
gotta have a guy with a 1975 Chevy as his profile picture say you suck dick for a living. That's just how you. That's how you know you made it.
I've had Serbian bros just DM me if I see you in New York, it's on site. Like
Yeah,
20
exactly.
times,
Oh my
too.
God, I've got a lot of pasty Jews wishing harm upon me.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, your
Couple of
takes-
Muslims too. When I made fun of Islam once, had a couple of those too.
You took a shot at Islam.
I made a joke. I don't remember
Islam's
what it
the
was.
religion of the pod.
I agree. It doesn't mean we can't make fun of it.
That's
That's
true.
true. I think Islam is probably top 2. I think Christianity edges it out, but Islam's up there.
I'm more of an Islam guy.
Islam's like a 94%, Christianity 99.
Yeah. 94. like you gave him like NBA.
I gave them
you
like
gave him 2K ratings.
school grades. Yeah, Islam's a 94. I think Judaism's like an 89.
Oh,
Judaism's like a Julius Randle.
what's Judaism? What's
Christianity's
Judaism?
Ant, and Islam's like Carl Anthony Towns.
What's Islam missing?
I wouldn't want to pray 5 times a day. That's
Yeah,
a lot.
that's
That's
a
a
tough
lot. That's a
bucket.
little much. That's God asking a little too much from his herd.
That's the pork too, right? No bacon.
I think that would honestly be. That would probably make us live a little longer. That's not bad.
I don't think.
If you
so.
never had it, I wouldn't miss it.
That's
What
true.
pork products do you really eat? Bacon is the only one. Otherwise, I could live without it. fairly
Isn't
easily.
prosciutto pork?
How often are you having prosciutto?
Dude, I like it. I mean, my Italian sandwich intake is like once or twice a week.
Yeah,
once a
that's
week.
why your poor heart is just wishing to die.
Your liver stinks, dude. We got.
Not
I mean,
after
we
this
could,
weekend.
We could talk about that all day, every day.
Oh, my-
I'm so glad the doctor was like, just. I mean, you do put him back. You do.
When
put him
I
back.
get jaundice, you'll regret what you said.
Is that what happens?
I think that's a liver-related disease. I actually don't know, but that's where you turn yellow. I think that's
Ooh.
Connor. Can you look that up? Is jaundice
Yeah, let's get
liver-related?
the jaundice.
I want to
notes.
make sure I'm correct. It's not
Um,
even for humor. I just need to know.
I do want to do one more thing on Philly. So first show, obviously, I got to get over that hump. Whatever. High school friends. saw
You're in
me
your
do-
head. Oh, they might not think I'm good at comedy.
It was fine. We got past it.
Did you
Second
talk to him afterwards?
Of course.
Did he say, "Oh, you kind of sagged in the middle there"? What did he say? Or did he
No,
say
was
you
like,
were
that was
great?
great. Yeah, that was
so
great.
you were
That
in
was
your
so
head
fun.
too much. Is what I'm
I'm
saying.
like, it sucks. Get away from me. You're Jewish. You know, it's the whole thing.
Oh
so it's,
my folks, that's not the vile type of humor we're trying to do here. That was just wrong. Jaundice is associated with liver problems. Let's go, and you start to yellow. People tell me I have jaundice all the time online. On like, if I have a really 8K clip, someone's like, "Hey man, I think you have jaundice." I don't. I want that to be clear. Something about my eyes. People think I look terrible. Because when I perform, I close my eyes a lot. It's like kind of a joke, but people think I'm like, "Whoa, dude, you were whacked out of your mind in this clip." I was completely sober. You really, I don't know why this is what's getting him. My death. He's laughing a lot at
His face is so red.
He's completely lost it. He can't stop laughing at the thought of me slowly succumbing to jaundice. I don't even think you can die from it, so sorry about that.
Dude, my
Oh no, I've caused his
Miles-
myocarditis
my
to
myo's coming
reoccur.
back, dude.
Wow, I hope so.
Oh my fucking god.
I hope you get another vaccine and it wrecks you.
Your eyes, because I never thought about it like that, dude. There
I've
are
got-
some
I've been-
clips I'm like, his shit's looking kind of yellow, dude.
That's just how my eyes look.
It could be from having 12 GNTs every night.
I haven't had more than 3 drinks in months. I rarely get drunk.
Okay, so
I also don't perform drunk. I did perform high this weekend once. Killed.
So
What a great set.
Philly, I'm ready to have my fucking big redemption.
Girl,
Big
back to
redemption.
Drago's story.
Second show, 9 p.m. I'm ready to redeem myself. People are filing in.
Not too
And
many though.
Guess who files in?
Keira Knightley.
Tierra Whack.
Oh,
The
okay, yeah, the
hip-hop
rapper who had
artist.
like the 10-song album where all the songs were 1 minute or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good
Fuck,
album. There was
dude.
like 15 songs.
She's
or
like
something.
apparently massive online. And
Oh,
also,
so you had no idea who it was?
I knew of her. I knew the name.
Of course,
but
she's massive
I'm
online. Yeah,
I'm not like
she's a Philly
I'm
native
not like
too.
I'm like a rap guy or whatever. So but-
Really? I thought you were deep into hip hop.
no, Carsey Headrest till I
Yeah,
die.
right.
But she's
Who's your favorite rapper?
gun to head favorite rapper.
Is that their name? Gun to Head?
It'd probably be honestly. I think
That'd be a great name. Gun to Head.
Drake,
Oh, that's disgusting.
Kendrick.
That's okay. That's fine. Drake cannot be number one. That's just wrong.
I
That's
don't
like
know
an
much.
insult to black people.
Oh,
honestly.
honestly, I'd probably say I hate to say it, but like I mean like Kanye, yeah, for sure.
Kanye's
Kanye
number
over Drake.
one. Kanye,
Okay,
Kanye's the greatest of all
so
time.
Tierra Whack's apparently there. The show, the people.
Oh, so do you get more nervous for a celebrity or for a high school friend you haven't
High
talked to in
school
20 years?
Celebrity, I'm like, I'm gonna
Okay.
crush this. Like, they're
Okay.
gonna love me. I'm gonna take a
Right.
pic. Big clout.
Right.
Big clout.
Was it
moment.
what was this, a don't tell show or what?
This was the same show. Yeah, 2 shows in the same
At
night.
what type of venue were
Next
they
in
at?
line comedy.
Oh, well, what is it? It's like a
they-
bar?
it's an indie room that they turned. It's like a performance space that they turned into a show. Like
Oh.
it's a club now.
And she's there just by herself, or
So,
was it a big crew?
Here's
or
what happens. There's this very big comedian, or like online guy who's starting to do stand up named like Quill or something like that.
Okay.
And he's like a sketch,
Quill,
he's a
like
ske-
writing,
sketch
okay.
guy online. He's a black dude.
I put that together.
I'm not why I'm
They
noting
don't see
this.
many white performers going up as Quill.
He
I will
posts.
say that was a giveaway. There's differences in culture, and that's okay. But
He
I'm
posts.
not going on stage as Feather Pen.
He posts that he's doing the show tonight, and he apparently hasn't done he hasn't posted a show in a while. He fills the room.
Oh, okay.
It's 60 black people, and Tierra
And
Whack.
and you
me.
weren't more nervous for that? I think. Let's be honest.
Then I started to get nervous,
Huh.
and
Huh.
I'm like, you know what though? I've never really done
Wow,
like a
this is
black
like-
room like this.
This is like college basketball all over
I'm like,
again.
but I'm ready to rock. Like I got some
Yeah.
jokes. We'll see how it goes.
So what's the lineup like? The lineup white or black, male, female?
So it's white guy Tyler Wolf goes up, does okay, does all right, does pretty well, and then Quill goes up, and
Quill kills.
murders.
Yeah.
The whole crowd's there for him. He does a joke about strangling a guy, like one of the illegals that works at Home Depot.
Oh wow. Okay,
And
Quill.
It's like a 5-minute, I'm gonna kill this Home Depot worker guy thing, and it's like leveling.
We've all been there.
It's
they can't find
leveling.
the 3/8 French you need. We've all been there.
Salma Zaki's on the show. She turns to me. She's like, "He took my closer." And it's very funny.
Classic.
Salma goes up, does okay. They're kind of
That's an energy shift.
They're
She's
kind of
lower
losing,
energy. She's very funny.
kind of losing energy, and
Then it's you.
Then it's me.
Wow. What do you do?
My first 4 minutes, not even close to a laugh. Nothing close to a laugh.
Did you switch? You didn't switch anything up?
Switched it up.
If you didn't open on something about playing basketball, I'll kill you right now.
never talked hoops. Never
That
talked
is
basketball.
What are you doing?
But I got into.
Why would you not do
But
that?
I got into the dunking is better than sex stuff.
Why would you not open on dunking is better than sex?
Probably should have opened on it.
Oh my God. It was right. It was a slam dunk if it were.
But
folks.
then, so that starts
He
to
doesn't open on dunking.
that starts to pick up.
Why do you not talk about being
Dude.
a basketball player?
Then I pretty much go into 15 minutes of crowd work. That does great.
Oh,
Crowd work. I fuck with them.
Okay.
I start
what's
making
your angle?
start
in
making
the-
fun of this one guy. He says like he sends like a lot of memes as like dirty talk or whatever, like sexting me. He says
Okay.
like he's sexing memes, and I'm making fun of him for like being young or whatever. Anyways, it's going like 15-20 minutes. I'm like, okay, like this is going well. I'm sticking to this. I toss in a couple jokes in between. Those do fine.
Sure.
Let's land.
What do
this
you do
pl-
at the
let's-
end?
Let's land this plane.
What do you bring up the death of Martin Luther King at the end or something? Like,
I
Billy,
do.
have any black people ever been shot here by the cops?
I try to.
I've been Alex Dragovich.
I go into my the Hitler bit.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
if you put my brain in Hitler's body,
that's a terrible choice.
and
oh, no.
that reset the room in a different way. Dude,
Why would you go for your like weird dark joke?
They fucking hated it so fucking much that it was truly back to zero.
I don't think black people find Hitler quite as funny as white people do.
No, they don't. And all I'm thinking is,
thing.
man, Tierra is not loving this.
Did she? Did you get out of the hole at the end, or you ended on?
You
end on if you put my brain in Hitler's body?
He still ends up with a gun in his mouth. I'll see you later, Philly. Thank you.
Did you? I've been gunned ahead.
I did.
Great callback. Folks.
I did a couple more jokes, and they actually did. Those did a couple more closer jokes. Those did pretty well, enough to feel okay to leave the stage.
So you were in front of a crowd of a small crowd showing Philly in a
60,
in a
probably
black
60,
room,
60 black people,
and you did not mention you played college basketball.
Never talked about it. Never talked about it.
Why? What?
Because those jokes are not
that
killer
dunking,
jokes.
That dunking joke would have killed up top.
Yeah, you're right.
You didn't go up and talk about how tall you were. You should have gone up. And
I do height jokes. Yeah.
Up top.
I did in the first. I did it like once I was bombing.
Should have opened on the height jokes. That would have been the move,
dude. That was weird.
Energy.
It was weird. It was really weird.
You got to be able to perform for everyone. Yeah.
And so
I used to bomb like that at the club in Milwaukee, Jokers. It was kind of an urban room.
But the crowd work was doing fine. I'm happy with the set. I imagine most of the people there were happy with the set. But I mean,
what about Tierra Whack? Did you talk to her?
I didn't talk. She was like surrounded. Like people were talking to her. She was,
wow.
She was busy. And I didn't do quite well enough to feel like I could nonchalantly be like, hey, I know you're Tierra.
What if it was the lead guitarist of Yogurt versus Monkey? You probably would have waited in line to talk to them.
I don't know. No,
oh,
it wasn't.
Cymbal player for
Cymbals League Guitars.
No, but I was. That's the guy who plays triangle for Robot Yogurt.
I'm telling you guys, if I did a little better, I would have talked to Tierra, but no, we had to bail, and we drove back. Salma drove me back that night.
Wow,
and
you hate to see it. Did well in front of the high school guy, bombed in front of the celebrity. Yeah. You didn't do crowd work with her. Did anyone mention that she was there on stage?
No.
I guess she would probably hate that. That's exactly what you don't want as a celebrity.
No. So it was but it was just, it was a night of learning. It was a night of learning. I definitely got better.
Is that you saying that you've never performed for a black crowd before?
I don't think I performed for a crowd that
really? You never did those shows at the Laugh Factory? There were some there.
Oh, dude,
or that one show in Pilsen, Avi ran. That was more like Hispanic, but that was fun.
The Laugh Factory is like half black. This was like
sometimes the late shows.
This was like no white.
What we're saying is Drago's afraid to be a minority. That's what we're discovering.
No.
Wow.
That's not true.
He's afraid. As long as we outnumber them, it's okay.
Love being a minority.
As the odds are good.
I'm actively trying to meet an Asian woman. That everyone knows that.
The lightest of all the minorities. The whitest.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, in some metrics, Asian people, their lives are better than white people in America, actually.
Oh.
There's some people, they're what do they call the model minority?
I'm trying to move up.
Yeah.
So
how's that search going?
I liked one. Oh, I really liked one.
You getting into One Piece?
I sent a rose to an Asian on Hinge.
Wow. Don't you have to pay for those?
Just one a week.
Oh, okay. What'd she say?
She was my one.
What'd she say?
Didn't match.
Wow.
Hurts.
They know about your racial past.
Well, they
know about your insensitive
they can
racial
sniff
choices.
Out that I'm in a phase.
Yeah, it's a fetish phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what did you change your picture to, like an AI of you in anime?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Picture of you as Goku.
Yeah, it's just a still from the show Shogun.
Yeah, you could be my Squid Game.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That actually is my new prompt. What if I told you I love Squid Game? I don't know.
My Squid Games are porn. I think that's squid porn.
Let's do a question because I know we're coming down the pipe.
We're okay, yeah, we got a couple minutes. What's the question? Remember, you can only ask questions if you're in the Patreon, of course. Please
this is
join.
Jorge. You have to get one plastic surgery procedure. What are you doing? Not moles or Drago's nose? Thanks, Jorge.
What the hell? I can't fix my moles. I'm getting rid of that thing on my ass.
Huh?
That big birthmark on my butt.
Oh.
That looks like someone smeared poop on the inside of my butt cheeks.
Damn.
It's very hairy.
I
very long
just
hair.
thought of Jeff naked, and that's a brutal.
It's about 2 inches by. It's probably like 3 or 4 square inches on the inside of my ass. It's just got a.
on the inside.
Yeah, it's on the inside. Yeah, you could barely see it if I would stand up.
It's a
nude.
mole inside your ass.
It's not a mole. It's a birth discoloration, a birthmark where you were kissed by God. That's what they tell me. And also, like, what's God doing near my asshole?
It's
That's
pretty
what
close.
I'm always thinking.
It's pretty close.
Why is
yeah.
he's like missed a spot?
See, that's what you take out.
Yeah.
I would get
And I'd get my whole skin replaced as the birthmark. So I'm all one big birthmark.
Okay.
I'd finally be brown.
Yeah.
I'd get booked on Fallon in a day.
That's actually
The guy who's all
that could be
birthmark.
true. Yeah, have you submitted to Michael Cox or anything like that? You talking to this guy? Like, what's
That's
going
the
on?
booker of Fallon for those not in the know. Oh yeah, he's asked me to. I don't have anything. I don't have a clean set that I would think is funny. I could write. It wouldn't be true to who I am.
Damn.
I just don't think I'll ever do it.
He's just
Can't
like, hey,
think. It has to be too clean. You have to cut out politics, sex, and religion, basically, and that's about my entire act. So it'd be very tough.
you really think it's like you think it's got to be that clean? Like,
yeah, really. You really can't talk about sex, really, or politics, and not in a partisan way. You could be like very general.
Really?
Maybe do like an impression of someone. Maybe that's not really what I do.
Why not just be like? Why not try a 5-minute one and just see how
I should, but it just doesn't matter. Doing Jimmy Fallon doesn't mean what it used to be. It would make my mom and like people 50 and older, maybe. I guess we could get some more boomers at the shows. That's not bad.
You'd be like, that would get you like into your high school Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it would. They're not going to put me on there for being on the Adam Friedland show. They're not going to be like, Hill Murray alumnus Jeffrey Osmus talked about Nazis on the Adam Friedland show.
No.
Even though that show is better than the Jimmy Fallon show. But
probably gets you
that's
more.
not how
yeah.
society works, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would do hair transplants. I think I'm losing a little up top.
Huh.
And
You wouldn't get a brain transplant?
no.
Really?
No, as slow as it is, I like the brain.
You like the speed you're going at?
My speed's okay, you know.
I mean, you just added dystopia to the Rolodex.
Yeah, I'm working with like an iOS 10 right now, but
You're still running DOS up there.
yeah, but we're having a
riff
good
for
time.
no one.
It's pretty analog up here, but we're having a
you
good
still
time.
got floppy disks up there.
Yeah.
You're
this
running
is-
a Betamax player.
It's
up
kind
there.
of the loading sign's kind of always on. in my brain.
it's one of those.
But
You hair what?
so like right here, you know, like I mean, this
Oh,
is,
you have a widow's peak. This is real
but
nitpicky.
but I've always had it.
yeah,
But it's gone back a little lately. I think because the
gosh.
stress you've brought me, so the stress you've caused me. But yeah,
I
it's
hope so.
but it's it's I would just get this touched up a little. I could go to Turkey. you know.
Okay. Yeah. Why is it Turkey that's where everyone goes?
Oh,
for their
wherever.
hair
I'd go
treatment. No, but
here-
everyone goes to Turkey. I don't
I'd
know
go
why.
here. I'd go to because I think in Turkey here it's like 15 grand. In Turkey it's like 3 grand.
Okay. Wait, Connor, can you look that up? Why are people getting hair transplants in Turkey? Yeah, it must be or maybe some legal thing. They can do some procedure we can't do here.
No, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like
That
here,
makes-
like I think I heard Soder talk about it once. Soder's here
Oh,
was,
yeah.
was like 15 or 20.
Oh yeah, he did it, didn't
But he just wanted to do it.
Yeah, a lot of comics.
because I think
Turkey
he
significantly lower cost while still maintaining high quality due to skilled surgeons, advanced technology. Okay. I mean, I'd try to go to a white guy myself, but the Turks think they're white, and unfortunately, that's the
I'll
worst
tell you-
of all.
here's my thing. I want an Asian girlfriend, Asian doctor.
Okay.
Those are the two things that
You could kill two birds with one stone right there.
Well, my primary care right now is he's brown. He's an Indian bro.
yeah, that
so,
that gay guy who
Yeah,
tried
so-
to pick you up.
So that's Asian enough for me.
Okay.
You know. Now we just got to go girlfriend in
But
2025.
Indian is not Asian for you romantically. You're
Could-
going Southeast Asian.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, that's
How come the Indian doctor you classify as Asian?
I don't know. Well,
But
just
you're not
'cause-
into Indian women. In fact, I've heard you say terrible things about them
That's
that
not-
I would never repeat on this podcast because they were so loathsome.
Oh my god, that's not true.
I'm kidding. He's been nothing but kind to Indian women.
No, Indian women I think are gorgeous.
Truly
They're
beautiful.
They're great. I actually
we
went
go.
out with the Serbian last week. We'll talk about that on the Patreon.
Okay, great. Another dating story. The people are on the edge of their seats.
Let's do one more
Did
question.
they go on a second date or didn't they go on a second date?
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm going to bet $1,000 on the no.
This is from Eli Brown for Drago. What's the Kaaba? Kaaba.
Oh, wow. This is great.
How bizarre.
Great question.
How bizarre. What's the Kaaba?
Great riff.
I didn't. Okay, Connor. Thanks, dude.
How bizarre.
How bizarre. How Kaaba. I didn't.
That's a great song.
I didn't look this up on purpose when I saw this.
You're gonna be fascinated by the answer to this one. This is a great question, Eli.
Kaaba.
Everyone should. It's the Kaaba. I just want to make sure.
The Kaaba is
Kaaba.
the Kaaba.
It's not a kebab. It's the Kaaba.
Kaaba
Kaaba.
is a terrorist organization in Iran.
Oh, brutal. Are you gonna lock that one in? Send that to Regis.
Or it's a restaurant chain in the Midwest.
Yes, it is a restaurant chain right next to that Dommy Chins or whatever you like.
Bob Chins.
Bob Chins that you like. The Kaaba. Now I'm
Mom, can we get
infiltrated by you.
Kaaba?
It's the holy place in Mecca. So I think you want to take back all the stuff you just said about it.
Oh.
It's the holy rock in Mecca where
It's a rock?
God spoke to Abraham. It's a meteorite or rock. It's a black rock. That's why people go on the Hajj to Mecca. They circle it and pray.
It's a rock.
It's the most holy artifact in Islam, and
Really?
you're cracking kebab jokes.
Yeah,
about
Connor, let's
it.
get a Google image of that.
I don't know if there will be an image of it.
Kaaba.
Let me see. I don't know if they take pictures of it or not. Actually, I don't know that. Oh yeah, it's shielded. That's right. You can go in this dome, and it's in there.
You can't see it?
You're not. It's like a holy thing. They don't want to take pictures of it. It's in Mecca.
Have you seen it?
When would I have seen it?
don't
I think
know.
you have to go on the pilgrimage to see it. I think it's just a rock, but it's like where God gave. I don't know what he gave to Abraham.
It's
Something
probably
to Abraham.
honestly
I don't
because they're
know
hiding it.
exactly.
It's probably underwhelming when you see it.
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's more the meaning attached to it than the actual.
You probably look
thing
at it
that
and go,
matters.
That's what I travel.
What did he actually do
spent
with the
4K on
kebab,
that.
Connor? I can't see it. I actually want to know
How
this. I
kebab?
feel I should know
How
this, but I
kebab?
cannot. How kebab? My God.
How kebab?
That's why they
How
pray
kebab?
towards Mecca. That's the rock they're praying towards.
Really?
That's
Mo
what it
Yakub. That's what he's pointing towards.
Yes,
every day.
Ismail. That's what they're praying towards. Is the Kaaba. Kaaba. God, I don't know anymore. No, I forgot
I'm
how to
gonna
pronounce it.
I'm gonna talk to Ismail next time I see him about that.
Yeah, I
He'll
hope.
give me
Yeah,
some
maybe
deets.
he'll take you on the Hajj one day. You get a +1.
I thought it was a terrorist organization in Iran,
Yeah,
but it's not.
I don't. If Iran doesn't even have any terrorist organizations, what are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah, you've been lied to by the American media. Iran, not really that bad of a place. They do a couple. They're not nice to women sometimes, but women do be talking.
Yeah.
Kidding, of course. They shouldn't do that.
Let's wind this bad boy
Let's
down.
look at the Kaaba, the sacred sites, the destination of the Hajj. Muhammad? Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, right. Muhammad cleansed the Kaaba of idols. Oh, the black stone and the Kaaba are different. The Kaaba is the site that the black stone is inside of. Okay, basically the same thing. But okay, I didn't know. It's like a sanctuary where Muhammad cleansed the pagan religion when he brought Islam to the world. But it was a rock from Abraham. Yeah,
I think that's great.
Yeah, you're into
That's
that?
great. I'm
Okay.
into it.
There
I
we
love a
go. You're into
I
the Kaaba.
I like a
Kaaba.
kebab. I like the kebab.
Yeah, what do you like more, a kebab or the Kaaba?
Unfortunately, I've only tried one.
But one day you'll go on the Hajj when the
Yeah.
worldwide Sharia law takes over.
I think
in the Islamic
kebabs are kind of.
Caliphate.
I think kebabs are kind of overrated too.
Unbelievable. You'd rather have some Trader Joe's food than an incredible kebab fresh off the spit, the juices dripping down.
If
Oh
I'm going
my
to sit
God.
down, I'd have
Something
the
like
kebab.
shawarma or lamb kebab.
I'd rather have the
Unbel-
kebab if I'm sitting down. If I got to run, I got to go Trader Joe's. Kebab, that's a mess in the car. That's a mess
Okay,
in
yeah.
the car.
If you're eating a kebab while driving, yeah, that would be a tough one.
That's crazy.
That would be crazy. I did go to a Serbian restaurant this weekend.
Why didn't you text me? I would have
Went to
told
a-
you what to order.
It was kind of it kind of came out of nowhere. It was like a food truck by my hotel. Wanted to
Ugh.
get a quick meal. I had like 2 hours before the show. Wanted to try to get a quick meal. Went to this Serbian food truck. I ordered one of the worst food orders of all time. I ordered a stuffed hamburger. I don't really know what came over me.
Plaskovica?
It's like in a pita, and then
Yeah.
it's a hamburger in a pita, and then the burger has like cheese in the middle, and there's
Yeah.
like some feta spread.
I believe that's it.
It
Plaskovica, yeah.
took 45 minutes to make, so the Serbians weren't really. There was no one there. These people kept me waiting.
That's
there.
pretty anti-food truck law, too.
Yeah,
Food truck should be like a 5-minute.
It legitimately took 40 to 45 minutes. There was only 1 or 2 other people there. They couldn't kept giving a fucking shit about me. These Serbs, they kept saying 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. About 30 more minutes come.
Actually,
the food
I'll
comes
talk about this in
out
the Tron.
mid. Paid $20 for this. Just a slopping mess of meat and cheese. Really was inedible, honestly. The Serbians let me down. I should have got cevape. That looked good.
Chivops.
Or
Chivapi, yeah.
Is that how you say it? Cevape?
Like, if you're like American, the Americanized is like Chivops, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I should have gotten that, but I saw stuffed hamburger. Thought they could do it right. The Serbians let me down just like they let down everyone eventually.
You know, dude, it's not a great cuisine. It's not a great
There wasn't
cuisine.
much. There was some squid thing I almost got too. Some like fried squid. I almost got that.
The spinach pita is always a safe bet.
I saw that. What does that mean? I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, it's like spinach and cheese, and like I think feta cheese, but it's like melted like in a
So it's
in
like
a
their
pita.
empanada. Every culture has like an empanada.
But it's really fucking.
no, I'm
good.
sure it's good.
It's like
yeah.
really soft and chewy.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, I should have got that.
Yeah,
I'm
you would have
kinda
dug
pit-
that.
It kind of ruined the show. I didn't have a good meal, and you could say the Serbians ruined the Thursday show in Gainesville.
I've done that.
If you were at the Gainesville show and maybe it wasn't the best time of your life, blame the Serbian food truck.
I know the
They fucked me
Serbian
over.
torpedoing an asthma show.
Yeah.
You hate to see it, guys.
Yeah. Even when I don't book Alex, the Serbs find a way to ruin the show.
We do it, folks.
Jesus
We're a
Christ.
dark force.
And they hate dark people.
But I actually have something about Serbia that I want to talk about on the Patreon. I'm gonna
Okay,
tease a
Serbia. Okay, you want that? What else do I have? I want to talk about some right-wing flack I've been getting recently. See what Drago's update for Trump's America is. See if he still hangs to his toxic positivity or if he's started to see the darkness.
Yes, we will see.
Yeah,
We will see.
Tune into the Patreon where we'll talk about if Alex starts to see the darkness or not.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe see if his therapy. He doesn't seem any different, but maybe.
Oh,
maybe his
I got a
brain's
lot
a
to
little
say about
healed
my
inside.
therapy,
I
dude.
don't know about that.
Had therapy today. I'm a changed man.
Really?
Oh,
Jesus, this is you hours after therapy.
I'm kind of walking.
Still
on air.
anxious about your old friend from high school, Adam Grinaldi.
Adam Rum, great
And
man.
I didn't want to actually name him. I was just making up a name. But how come you'll name him, but you won't let me say the first letter of a girl you had sex with 8 years ago?
I think I'm back on naming people now.
Okay.
I'm like a much more relaxed.
Okay,
guy
we're
since
gonna reveal
therapy.
Georgia and Squeeze's real full birth names after the break, folks, and their home address.
Yes.
Only if you're in the $10 tier, though, then you'll know where Drago's 2 busty exes live.
Mm-hmm.
If you join the $10 tier.
We'll tell you. Happy to.
We're doxing this week. The boys get doxed.
Yes.
I'll put Alex's address, 1213 DeKalb Avenue, Brooklyn, New York.
Happy Kaaba, everybody.
Happy kebab. You guys, this has been episode 156 of You're an Idiot. Drago, you got anything to promote? Not ready. He's not ready. I'll take the lead on this, folks. I have shows in Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati. Columbus is selling great. Probably will sell out. Cincinnati looks dire. We also have DC, Virginia Beach. I've heard Virginia Beach is one of the worst cities in America, but nonetheless, I think they also deserve joy, so I'll be there. And then Raleigh and Richmond, which is surprisingly selling very well. Drago, where do you got coming up?
Lexington, Kentucky, Minneapolis, Appleton with Asmus, Pittsburgh, Minneapolis again after that. I'm in Minneapolis twice in March.
Why
That's
are
gonna
you
be
in
wild.
what?
I'm going with Lucas the next 3 weeks later.
Why would you still do the headline? What, you're headlining and then you're featuring 2 weeks later?
Well, I'm headlining in CCU,
okay.
and then I'm featuring.
Okay,
at,
well, I wouldn't advertise the Lucas shows because you want tickets to your shows.
That's true.
Yes.
Don't come to Minneapolis the second time. Columbus, Boston, Chicago. Let's
Yes.
go.
Also, he forgot he's in Delaware with me. I forgot I also have a show in Delaware
Oh,
because I'm trying to check off all 50 states. And that is now, after Delaware, only 3 states left, folks. New Mexico, Wyoming, Alaska. Oh, and Mississippi. Fuck. Damn, 4. I don't think I'll ever go to Mississippi. I think I might I think I might cut that out.
I support it.
Okay. That's been episode 156 of You're an Idiot. 76 episodes, N-word free. 1776. Makes me think of freedom, folks. Makes me think of letting our freedom flag fly in Arkansas in about 6 months or so. Thank you, guys. You've been an idiot. Good night and good luck.
Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.